few minutes ago.
Okay. All right. Well, we are so excited. We are hopping in today for our lunch and learn. We're missing September, but we're carrying on without her. She had a great silent retreat this weekend, so we are excited to hear how everything went for her. But Marie and I are hopping in with some TimeWise repair products today, especially in the vein of we're kind of transitionally. We've been freezing in lots of areas of the country. And we are hopeful that spring is on the way. And so we want to exfoliate and get rid of some dry skin and hydrate and lift and all the things too. So we're going to kind of feature some of those products today too. Do
Amen.
you want to start us off, Marie?
Yeah, well, Jess has got in her hot little hand, she has our TimeWise repair system, right? So this is a Voluform lifting system. And you
Oh,
guys, if we
cool.
just talk about those words by themselves, right? Like volumizing our skin, which plumps it up a little bit and helps those fine lines and wrinkles kind of stay at bay, and then lift, right? Like we love these words. And so this is why this system is called that. And really, consistency is going to be your best friend with anything we know, but really consistent when your skin for sure is in transition. I can tell you a quick story of a customer of mine who reached out having some intense hormone situations happening with her skin, kind of in the mid 50s, and she just couldn't get on top of it. She tried 1,000 things, and she knew that I was a consultant and sales director with Mary Kay. And so she sent me a private Facebook message, and she lives a couple of hours from me. And she said, I know I can find a local consultant, but I really trust your recommendation. So can you tell me what to get? And of course, I'm like, I can totally be your girl. I
Yeah,
ship
it
to
doesn't matter where
everyone,
you live.
right? I don't care where you live. And I'm happy to come to you, even if you want to have an in-person consultation. But for her, based on her hormonal situations and some acne that she could not get on top of, along with those dry and oily patches, like she was really fighting both, I recommended that she start with the TimeWise Repair box and then add in charcoal mask and gel mask. And that's not really what we're talking about today, but I wanted to bring this up because that's what we're here for. Like
Mhm.
we've done this business long enough that, and even if your consultant is new, it doesn't matter. She still has resources, us, and the company that backs us to guide you in what you need. And that's really our goal. Our goal is just to really satisfy your needs and really have you fall in love with your skin again. If you aren't currently in love with it, right? Like we want you to love it.
And love it more
So
if you already love it, right?
yes, yes. So as Jess said, as we're hopefully pulling out of winter and then getting into spring, the last couple of appointments that I've had, they've all had a lot of conversation and concern about fine lines and wrinkles. And then feeling like really needing some additional moisture, obviously, because the gas heat has dried the heck out of our skin.
Yeah.
And so exfoliating is really key as we transition seasons. It's a big word. Really important, you guys. And so if you start on the left of what Jess is showing, that's the cleanser. And you guys, I'm telling you, the foaming cleanser in this box lasts a lifetime. Not really, but a long time.
It
Telling you,
does.
you just don't need much. It's a
Yeah.
dot, right? It's just a little bit. If you're using any type of an exfoliating cleansing brush, or maybe you've gotten treated to an exfoliator from our good friend Rachel's sister, which I love. That doesn't require hardly any, and then you add some water to it, and really it's a great cleanse for your skin, morning and night. And don't neglect the morning and night. And then if you pause in the box for a minute, and we're going to talk about some extras, really you've got a wide variety of exfoliating options. So I'm going to show the peel. Jess, you want to talk about it?
Sure. That'd be great. So this is our Revealing Radiance facial peel. And when this first launched a little bit ago, now we've had it for a while, but when it first launched, they were like, it's a chemical peel, which sounds like terrifying. And then they were like, there's no downtime. And I was like, wait, I don't understand what that means. And then I talked to a friend that had a chemical peel at like a med spa, and it meant her face like looked like it was burned for like a long time, like several days, that she couldn't wear makeup. She couldn't like, she felt like she couldn't even go out to the grocery store because it was like, oh. And so, but ours gives really great results like that, but without all that craziness. And so you don't hardly feel anything. You might feel a little bit of a tingle is kind of in the normal. Sometimes I feel that, and sometimes I don't at all. But you just put it on, leave it on for 10 minutes, kind of like a lotion. You just put it around, avoid your eye area, and then just wash it off. But it is amazing. It feels so soft and smooth, like again, like way more than I thought it would. And sometimes if I go a while without using it and then I use it, I'm like, oh man, this is so good.
Why did I neglect myself?
I know, right? It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
this is so good, but it goes deeper in your skin. And so we have layers of skin. And so it exfoliates deeper, which you don't think about there being dry skin inside our skin, but there is. And so it gets rid of all that dry skin, pulls it out, but it doesn't look weird, or you don't feel burnt, you don't have a skin sensitivity or sun sensitivity. Like there's no bad side effects to it. It just makes your skin really soft and smooth, kind of from the inside out.
Amen. Amen. And if you are of a more advanced age, like moi, you will eventually be concerned about our throat décolleté area, right? And so as we were talking about the peel, I just wanted to give you a little idea that you could pull that peel down and do your décolleté all the way to your throat area. Now, it will tingle, you guys. Tingle is not burn. Tingle is tingle. Tingle is good. Tingle is it's doing something, right? And so this product does offer a little bit of tingle, which is good. And so if you add this product, kind of move it down, do your face and move it down a couple of times a week, your throat and décolleté area will have a chance to exfoliate and like get back up to where it was.
Yeah.
Right? Our
Because
goal
again,
is
the, like the extra weight of the dry skin pulls
amen.
gravity, right? Like
Yep.
it feels so minuscule because we're talking what, like grams probably
Yes.
in the spectrum of weight, but still it gives you that lift because you've gotten rid of the extra weight, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So we thought while we were talking about the TimeWise repair system and some of its sister products that, you know, we would talk about some extra ways that we use these. So this is a really great extra way to use your peel. And then while we're talking about the throat, let's talk about just 2 additional pieces that you could use to really assist in just keeping that skin taut and tight, right? It's the needing of moisture and the gravity that's fighting us in every day. Yes, yes. So our targeted action toning lotion is incredible, and it's a body lotion, you guys. It smells very lovely. I'm not going to tell you it has a real smell to it because it doesn't, but it smells lovely. And then when you treat yourself and add in 1 or 2 drops of our it's newly packaged. The package is changing what it looks like, but this nourishing oil we've had for a while, and it's incredible. If you don't have one, you need one. Everyone needs the nourishing oil in their bathroom.
Absolutely.
It's like a piece to your arsenal that you will use. I promise you.
For sure. All over your body.
Yes. And so if you add a couple of drops to your lotion with this, and then you really intentionally focus on décolleté and throat area, the properties to this targeted action toning lotion are amazing. So it has caffeine in it. So it's designed to help smooth out. I'm not going to say, I'll just say the word cellulite on our body, right? That's really what it was made for. And so, again, consistency is going to be your biggest friend with this because it's going to take a little while for it to kind of catch up. And then you're going to notice the results as it's actually sinking deeper into your skin. So great ideas here for really exfoliating head to toe, or from décolleté, well, really head to toe too, but décolleté to head or to forehead. And you could also, just as a side note, this is part of our TimeWise line, but this is microdermabrasion. And microdermabrasion is another exfoliant, of course. Really high quality, you guys. In-home version, you get to control how abrasive it is. It's 2 pieces. So you exfoliate with the refined step, and then you minimize the look of your pores with the pore minimizer. And that's really probably a big concern that I get asked all the time. How do I make my pores smaller? Yeah. Well, we can't make your pores smaller, but we can make them look smaller because dirty pores are full and look bigger. And so we're cleaning them. We've washed with the TimeWise foaming cleanser, and then we've exfoliated the top several layers of dead, dry skin cells, which is why it really gives you instant gratification. And you're not harming your skin. It's important that we do this every 2 to 3 days for our skin, because those dead, dry skin cells keep rising to the surface. And you got to get them off for all of your good stuff to absorb. So, which brings us to some good stuff, Jess.
Yeah.
So we're back to the box along with this pretty little girl here.
Okay. And back to the Microderm, I like to do that one in the shower. That fits into my routine. I actually keep an extra cleanser in my shower, so I don't have to remember to bring it back and forth. So I have a Time-Wise Repair cleanser, and then I have the Microdermabrasion Refine. You don't need the pore minimizer in there, but the Refine step, I keep both those in my shower. And then every couple days I'll do I wash with the repair cleanser, but then like the Microderm I'll do every couple days. And I do go down to like my throat décolleté area, even though I have a few years on you. I probably have had more sun exposure in my lifetime than you, because I know you're really good about that. And I had sun worshiping years that I was mostly worried about being tan. And so I definitely had some sun damage that, honestly, the first time when I started using the repair set, some of my sun damage started coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So if anyone's ever had that experience, that like, those deeper layers of the skin getting exfoliated and getting healed essentially with the repair was a part of my story with sun. So now my skin's in a good place. And so it just, I'm on a maintenance mode, but that might be a part of it for somebody kind of new to the system too.
Amen. Yeah, for sure. Nobody's watching me, right?
I love it.
That's how old I am. I have glasses on and I have my magnifying glass. That's pretty good, huh? I was looking up something on this deep wrinkle filler. So anyway, go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. But
yeah,
they want to use the deep wrinkle filler next, right? Before they go to the other steps, right?
After lifting serum, before moisturizer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lifting first and then the deep wrinkle. So lifting, I'll show you guys this. It's got a locking mechanism, which is nice if you travel, because this one is small enough to travel. Your cleanser's too big, so you need a mini Go set, which you can get the whole set in a Go set, which is what I would recommend for travel, because it's just small and cute and it fits in it very well. But this is technically small enough to travel with it because it's only 1 ounce. But it's got a locking mechanism, and it has a key down the side to tell you how much you have left, because you don't ever want to run out of this. And another tip that I'll give you with this is that if you like splash your face or keep it a little bit wet after your cleanser, then this will go further. And so, because it's not a moisturizer, but it is like a thicker serum. And so I find that if you either add a little bit of water or start with a little bit of water on your face, then this will move around easier. Add a little bit of oil to it if you want some extra hydration. I'm oily, so I don't need any more moisture, but
not me.
Yeah, you're like, give me all the hydration.
All of it. All of it, yes.
Yeah. And then this you definitely want to do on that throat décolleté area too. So I'm 43, and even like I'll notice some like just sagging here. And so just that like upward and outward motion with the lifting serum makes a big difference.
Amen. Yeah, for sure. And then you would go to the deep wrinkle filler, you guys. And this deep wrinkle filler is, of course, part of our Time-Wise Repair Voluform line. It's just an extra piece outside of it. It has a tiny little tip on it. And so anytime you see a tiny tip, my tip is that you use less.
Yes.
It doesn't require a lot. It's targeted is why it's got a tiny tip. So you're literally targeting the areas that you want to fill. Deep wrinkle filler. It's filling in as our skin has kind of fallen in those areas that is causing the wrinkle. And this has retinol in it, has hyaluronic acid. Am I saying hyaluronic acid?
Yep.
And so it's really got some great ingredients, key ingredients for our skin as we age, you guys. And it is designed to put on, and then like for me, I smoked as a teenager. I'll just confess all my sins for about a year and a half. I confessed
about my sun worshiping, so we're in a safe place.
There we go. We're doing it all. For the people that didn't tune into today's Lunch and Learn, they missed all the confessions.
They did.
But it's designed to tap it in, and it says it right on it. So marionette lines, right? All of these get this product, and it's designed to use every morning and every night. Now, if you feel like you're using 8,000 steps, then you need to limit then I would just go to this at night for a while, just because it's easier for me personally, because then I'm not adding all the rest of it on top of it. But again, consistency is really the most important part of a good skincare routine and seeing the results you want. And so if you're a girl that has started with the DWL, the dynamic wrinkle limiter, the dynamic wrinkle limiter is for the eyes and above. The deep wrinkle filler is for the eyes and below. Okay, because we don't want to have a frozen face where our expressions are. Right. Can I just get an amen? Like when you watch this back, can you just amen me? Like... No, and I want you to amen my comment. So yes. Anyway, so that would go next after lifting serum before what Jeff's going to talk to you about moisturizers.
Okay, so back to the box. And so these are also different colors, so that if you are vision challenged, yes, same. I mean, I wear contacts, so once I take them out, I'm blind. So I like that these are two different colors, so it's a little bit more pink for the day, and then the night is like more of a gray, like starry night. Yeah. So the daytime has a SPF 30 in it, so it gives you the sunblock protection, and then the nighttime has the retinol. And these are also airless pumps, just like the lifting serum. And so you pump them, and then the product comes around the little circle. And I find that I don't even need a full pump for my whole face. Okay, you too? So even being drier, you still don't need a full pump. So like a half pump for the morning and then a half pump at night gives you that hydration that you need, like giving your face a big drink of water, and then the sunscreen in the day and the retinol at night while you're sleeping as additional benefits too.
Yeah. And then the eye cream is what I would do next.
Yep. So eye cream's the last one in here. And I love the eye cream because it is, it's really hydrating around the eye area. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles, or deeper lines too. If you're like, these aren't fine lines anymore, baby, these are deep lines. These are going for those too. And so it's got a little applicator. So a tiny tip, a little bit of product. So you kind of squirt it out, and then you're going to use the other side, like the sphere, the ball part, and you're going to kind of massage. So this also helps with like darkness, puffiness. This tip stays cold, and so it feels very soothing and very relaxing. You can also do it like above your eye, kind of in this, like the whole, I kind of think of the whole eye, like the ocular bone, kind of going around that whole bone is kind of how I think about it. I will say that this one, if I use it during the day, I have to be very careful that I don't get it inside the ocular bone, because it does travel. Our eye cream especially travels that this thin skin absorbs, and so that's why you don't want to just use your other moisturizers right around your eye. You want to only use this, and then don't get it too close to your eye. So if you ever try this and you feel, or any of our eye creams, and you feel like, oh man, I might have gotten it in my eye, how did that happen? You also might have just gotten it too close to your eye and it traveled in. So that's kind of a little tip for as far as application too.
Amen. Okay. Well, we have one final treat that we would encourage you to add into your routine, especially as we transition seasons. And also, if you're like, you're getting ready to go to prom, or you're getting ready to go to, maybe it's, I mean, honestly, there are young girls going to prom that would love their face to look even fresher than their 12-year-old selves. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably 15. But in the big scheme of things, you guys, if you have a big wedding or a big event coming up, and you really want your skin to look fantabulous, and you want to walk in and have everyone say, oh my God, she looks so much younger than she did even when we saw her last time. And so this is your key. I'm telling you right now, consistency in everything we've talked about. And then, of course, again, you're not using every single thing we talked about morning and night, right? You're using them as directed, and we're always here to help you with that. But adding in our biocellulose masks, they come in a package of 4. They honestly are worth every penny you will pay for them. I promise you. I think I have a little secret that they might be on our half price deals next month. So if they are, you guys want to look at them because it's a great deal for you. And we love, of course, to treat you to our special deals and pink perks. Like, that's important to us as your consultants, to just, like, that's how much we appreciate you. And so these sheet masks are amazing. You're going to look a little bit like the Phantom of the Opera when you put it on. And it actually comes protected in 2 mesh sheets that you'll remove the one first, put it on your face and smooth it out. It has little eye inserts that you can either leave them out, and then when you get your whole mask on and you pull off the outer layer, you can put those over your eyes. Like you could do it over your eyes, but you want to lay down, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be walking around because you can't see because they're covering your eyes. Or you can cut them off and you can use them, on your throat or another area that you would like to use, get some extra moisture. Or you can leave them like I do, and I just really work with them underneath my eyes typically and get them really in there well. It's kind of like an additional under eye patch, right? Like it's not the same product at all. Those are completely two different products that are in them, but both of those our under eye patches and this biocellulose mask offer incredible hydration to your skin. You're going to leave it on about 30 minutes. You could leave it on a little bit more, treat yourself to a bath and a glass of wine maybe. And, or maybe you just want to have a fun girls' night and you want to treat your girlfriends to a biocellulose mask. Reach out to your consultant and ask her if you could schedule one of those, because I'm telling you, it's worth the treat, you guys. Your skin will be so grateful.
Yeah, definitely. I love
we
that.
Love them. Yeah.
All right.
So hopefully we've taken care of you as we transition seasons. And so reach out to your consultant if you have questions. I'm guaranteeing you some of these products are on some of our pink perks and our half price specials. So just ask, and if they're not, you can host an event and get some freebies from your consultant. And we would love that. So we're grateful that you guys took the time to tune in. And happy Lunch and Learn for Monday, last week of February.
I want to remind everyone, we just have a few more days for our February sharing contest, our Share the Love. And so we'd love to get, if you don't know what we're talking about, message your Mary Kay girl and we'll send you a short video link to watch and you'll be entered to win in the cash drawings. It's really exciting. So we just if you're like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to do that, be like, okay, well, you only got a few more days, girl. Like today's the day. Let's get that done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when that's over, it's over, unfortunately, you guys. So, but I don't know, I could use the extra 500 when you win. So
I know. It's like we could definitely want to do that. So,
but we can't win unless you win. So you've got to enter for you to win and for me to win with you. So,
yes. I'm like, let's do this. We got it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So grateful for you guys.